Good evening, everyone. This is yours truly, J Blue 68. Today is April the 17th, 2019. And oh my goodness, we are a week away from the release of the movie event of the decade from Marvel Studios, and that is the Avengers Endgame. And that is what you see in front of you in comic book form under the Marvel True Believers logo. The retro reprint of Avengers Endgame, which has some of our favorite characters on the cover: Namor, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Captain America, the Vision, and the Human Torch. This is one of Marvel's True Believer books that only costs $1. Just $1. For those who cannot afford to buy anything beyond that. Most comic books now are like $3.99 on up. And I'm not being cynical when I say that, but you know, some people everyone has budgets. I have a budget, so that's why they do these books. To reprint some of their favorite comics from the past, blasts from the past, so to speak, and also for those who have a particular budget, these books are for you. Okay? So we're going to move on and show some of the books in our roster. This is actually, in my roster rather, this is actually a mixture of books that we released from today and from last Wednesday as well, which I believe was April the 8th, I think, or April the 3rd. I'm not sure what last week's date was. Who cares? Anyway, let's move on with showing our books from today's comic book haul. I am so excited for the release of this film. I just can't even express in words. Here we have Avengers, The Final Battle. And we have members of the Avengers. And it looks like someone else holding Thanos and by his neck, suspended in the air. I don't know if that's Gamora. It looks like it might be, but there's Adam Warlock right over here. Thor, the Silver Surfer, Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Final Battle. So these books pretty much are paying homage to what we're about to see on screen. This is another True Believers book. If I'm correct, Jim Starlin is the artist for these covers. Avengers, The Gatherer's Saga, which features a Black Knight, Captain America, I think that's Firestorm, Thor, Hercules, and again the Silver Surfer over here in the corner. I love these retro books and their covers. I'm so glad that Marvel that they're doing these particular comics for the True Believers line. Avengers Stormbreaker, and looks like that's Lady Sif in the background, Thor, Odin, and of course Beta Ray Bill holding the Stormbreaker. Okay. Avengers Ronin. And it looks like Doctor Strange has been impaled by a samurai sword or something. Of course, you know, Ronin is the other version or alter ego of Hawkeye, Clint Barton. There's another book. Oh, there's another book on the back here. And that's Thanos and Gamora. Now, this is interesting, this cover here. It's Thanos, has Thanos and Galactus on the cover. And I said in one of my videos, I believe that the bad guy, the real bad guy, is Galactus. He's actually the one pulling the strings. Now look, you see Thanos and Galactus holding Gamora by the strings. Didn't I just say? There's someone else pulling the strings? Again, I think this is a hint. They're just giving you a hint through their books of what's to come and what to expect on screen without giving anything away per se. All right. And book number 2 of Marvel's epic new series, War of the Realms, which features, it looks like, the Punisher and Wolverine on the cover. Also, looks like one of the members from Asgard, one of the, what are they called? The Protectors of Asgard. Escapes my memory for right now. I'm so sorry. But behind one of the Asgardians is Doctor Strange. Very interesting there. All right. And behind that is a very, very nice cover from one of my favorite superheroes who has remained hidden for so long. And I believe Marvel will eventually do a movie on this guy, Namor the Submariner. And what I like about this cover is they have different iterations or versions of Namor, where here he looks like one of the members of the X-Men, Professor X. Here he almost looks like Spock. That's interesting. And that's how we're used to seeing Namor right there in his green spandex or green underwear. Here, Namor has his X-Men belt on. You can see the X-Men logo right there. There he has a trident on as the Prince of it or King of Atlantis. And then this is one of the latest versions of Namor. This is supposed to be the shocking secret history of the Submariner. I'm interested in reading that to see what his shocking history is. I can't wait to actually see this guy on the silver screen. Okay, so let's move along. This is from the Invaders line, by the way. I was always hoping that if the television show Agent Carter would have lasted, that they could have actually introduced the Invaders through her show. That would have been perfect to do that, because the Invaders were actually around before the Avengers during the World War II era. So that would have been interesting to see if Agent Carter would have made it to season 3. I think that would have happened. However, Marvel didn't have the rights to this character, their own character, during the time that show aired on TV on ABC, and I think that was like 5 years ago. It only made it to 2 seasons. One of my favorite shows, Agent Carter, starring the lovely Hayley Atwell. All right. And now we get into our Spider-Man books. Spider-Man Miles Morales, written by Saladin Ahmed. I believe that character here, I think his name is Tombstone. It looks like he's putting a hurting on Miles there. Those big guns. The Amazing Spider-Man. The rumors are true. Introducing the new Spider-Man and his black outfit. This is if I hope I pronounce this right. Facsimile or Facsimile, right? Edition number 252. I always have a problem pronouncing that word. But this is a very retro cover there, very nice. And here's a continuation of Spider-Man City at War. Gameverse based off of the Spider-Man video game that I mentioned in my previous comic book haul. This is book number 2 of that series. I haven't started reading it yet, but I will eventually. Okay. The Magnificent Miss Marvel number 2. The Adventures of the Young Lady Kamala Khan. Welcome to Jersey City, or to New Jersey, I believe that is. That's book number 2 in this new lineup, also written by Saladin Ahmed. He's a very busy guy. Now that is a sweet cover there. I'm going to bring that up a little bit closer. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. I should have probably brought this up closer from the beginning. Guardians of the Galaxy. Dig that cover. That's book number 4. And there again we see Beta Ray Bill, Star-Lord, Groot, and the intergalactic Ghost Rider. And then these two characters here, I cannot remember their names for the life of me. But this is a new lineup of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Book number 4, written by the very talented Donny Cates. Book number 2 of Major X. I read book number 1 last week, and I'm not going to give away any secrets of who this guy is. It was a shocker to find out who he is. The clue is kind of on the cover, though, but I'll leave well enough alone and not reveal anything else. It was a pretty good story, man. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed book number 1, I should say. And I'll just say just this little bit that it deals with a lot of time travel, as most X-Men stories do. Okay. And last but not least, book number 16 of the Uncanny X-Men series. I think I'm going to collect all the way up to book number 20. I believe I said that before I end this series, because I'm collecting so many X-Men books. I haven't started reading this one yet. I'm actually just now starting to read X-Men Red. You know, Marvel came out last year or the year before that with 4 different series. X-Men Red, it was X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold, X-Men Red, and X-Men Black. Actually, that started in 2017. And I'm just now reading X-Men Red. But I can read it without any interruptions, so that's a good thing. So that's it. That's all, y'all. This is just my brief comic book haul. I'm going to have a big video coming up pretty soon where I want to do a dedication to the upcoming movie that I mentioned earlier, Avengers Endgame, that I'll be working on this weekend. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. Please also put any comments below in the comment area of this video. I respond usually to all comments, not always in time though, but I do respond to all comments. Again, hit the like button and subscribe, please. I appreciate it, and I thank all my subscribers. I thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and I hope you've enjoyed all the videos I've done so far, including this one. That's it. That's all, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease.